What are the 5 things I can't live without? Well, obviously, a good whiskey glass and some good whiskey. But what about beyond that? I had a few people on Discord and Instagram ask about what's my EDC, my everyday carry. Beyond just the whiskey, what are those other things on my desk that I take everywhere? So I thought that was a really interesting question, and there's some things I use every day that helps me be more productive. It's real fun to use, and there's whiskey related things and non-whiskey related things in this list. If that interests you, hit like, hit subscribe, come on in, get comfy, pour yourself a dram. Let's get to number 5. Just to note that nothing in this video is actually sponsored. I'll let you know if I have been sent anything from any of these, but otherwise, these are genuinely the things I can't live without. And the first one is actually more kind of, started with a concept. I've been trying to find the ultimate to-do list app for so long. Honestly, I've probably had like 12 different to-do list apps. I've been using, reminders, using Apple Notes, a bunch of other things, tick. Nothing really kind of worked. And I think the main issue with productivity apps and that kind of thing is you have to do it all through one of these. And look, I like using this for lots of things, but when everything in your life has to go through here, so I go to like add something to my to-do list and there's a notification and then, oh, okay, check that out. Then I go down a rabbit hole or something. I actually don't want that. So I've actually gone back to analog, going back to a good old fashioned notebook. And this one is so good. I've never loved a notebook more than this. This is the Traveller's Company notebook. So this is the thing that comes with me to every festival, every distillery I visit. And sometimes you have your phone and it kind of feels rude, like if you got your phone out, but if you have a little notebook, it doesn't really feel as rude if you're like writing something down. Sometimes analog's actually better. As someone who's a big tech guy, this is one of the best analog things I've got. It's made in Japan, it's leather. I've got this brass clamp as well. So say you're writing in it and sometimes you want it to stay open, right? You want to be able to write. So you can use these, I use these clamps. This one's just like a cheap, 10 cent kind of one. Also this brass fountain pen. Oh man, and which just comes out like that. And what's really cool about the brass pen is that it patinas really well. So with age, it only gets better as opposed to most things like a phone that's just going to get worse. And the same with the leather. It's like the more you use it, the better it feels, It feels like something my granddad would have had back in the day. What I love about these is you can have different kind of inserts for different purposes. You can actually, with these strings in the middle, actually have 3 different notebooks in here. So the first one being my to-do list. Sorry if you're wondering if my voice is like quite deep. So got a bit of a cold. Part of the reason I'm doing this episode, my senses are not really working for sipping and tasting whiskey. And it means that, say, every morning, I basically sit down on the couch that's at the side of the studio, rather than jumping on here and watching YouTube and watching Instagram and stuff and getting distracted by emails. The first thing I do every day is write down the date and what I want to achieve today. And then I kind of like write little numbers based on what's the priority. And then I kind of have like a parking lot of things that I want to get to later. The second one's kind of like a doodling sort of one. Tasting notes, it makes it really easy. So if I am trying a dram and I want to quickly take some notes, this is always carried with me everywhere, just in my jacket pocket. And the last one's just kind of like anytime I need a shopping list or I want to write down some notes or I come up with an idea in the middle of the night, that's where I put it. Yeah, it's like a really good dram. It's like the best of notebooks. I'm surprised how much I've been using it, and it's actually made me enjoy writing again. But the next thing on this list is a classic EDC item, the one you see on people who talk about their everyday carry, and it's super small. It's one thing I can carry with me wherever, unless you go to an airport, which you'll find out why. But yeah, let's jump to number 4. So look, I'm actually not much of a knife guy. Well, I didn't think I was. And then I saw another video, I think it was like Peter McKinnon or something, talking about how they had this knife. And I'm like, well, but you can just use scissors. You can just use like your something other, whatever, to open boxes. Anyway, someone bought me this as a birthday gift. I was so surprised how much I use this. I use it every day, any package that comes in, and it's just so satisfying. And it is... This one's the CVV Baby Banter. I'm sure a lot of you people out there are knife people. There are a lot better knives than this, but I just like how small it is. I mean, I love fidgeting. They're just so good. Like just doing that. Oh, it's just, there's something about it. And the knife is just really high quality. And so it's almost like when big packages arrive or whatever, and I'm ordered stuff and grabbing this straight away, and it just makes the job kind of fun and super easy. I've now had this for 4 years, I think, and I mean, it still doesn't even look like I've used it that much. So So the next thing isn't actually technically an EDC, it's actually an app, and it's the app I cannot live without. So it's called Timely. It's like a countdown timer. There's something about when I look at the time, I know some people probably not like this, but I know a lot of you are, and you think, okay, I got a meeting at 2:30, and you're constantly doing maths in your head going, okay, that's 30 minutes, that's 36 minutes from now, you're doing like this maths. So right here I have a countdown timer, counting down to when I need to pick up my daughter from school, and it just means I don't need to every time I look at the clock and then go, okay, this long. So when I catch flights, if I'm hosting tastings or whatever, I've got a meeting, a call coming up, it just gives you that peace of mind, and it's like on your home screen. The great thing as well is that when you add an event, it like connects to your calendar. So anything in your calendar, you click on it, and then I'm doing a Wellington tasting, I can click tick, and it'll add that for tomorrow. That timer will start. I'm very precious about the apps that go on my home screen. This went straight to the top of the list, so that is something I cannot live without. I feel like once you start using it, now I just can't live without it. Yeah, it's a really cool app. I'll leave the link down in the description. I use it every day. Okay, don't worry for your whiskey lovers. This next one is whiskey related. I do get sent a lot of products here and there where I get sent random things. Most of them I just never talk about, but lots of different brands have some sort of whiskey invention or something they want to send me, and so I'm like, yeah, sure, send it to me, I'll see if I use it or not. Most of them, yeah, a bit gimmicky, don't use. But this I actually think is better than anything else, because I do a lot of travel for my work or for I'm going to different cities and stuff, and I want to bring a little sample with me, but I can't remember the name of the company now. That's bad. I'll leave a comment down below. So it's like a flask, so you can take your drams around. It's really good for samples. It has like this locking mechanism. You're not going to lose the lid because it like locks onto that. It's also got like this clear bit, so it tells you how full it is. And it's also just this really nice leather texture. The company also decided to like put my logo on it. So I think you can get your own custom ones made. So this one has First Fill logo, if you can see that. Probably see it there. I was wondering about whether I should sell this on my shop, so let me know if you think that's something. I'm surprised how much I've been using this, especially if you do a lot of travel. It doesn't really get scratched or smashed because of the stuff. I just chuck it in my bag and it just works super well. I do have some honorable mentions. First of all, in terms of whiskey, obviously I'm biased and this video is not sponsored, but I created my flavor tree for a reason, is to help you find the flavors in your whiskey, and I created a flavor map for you to find out which whiskey you should buy next, which is done in kind of like an old sort of Tolkien 1600s kind of explorer map style. I've talked about those a lot on the channel, but if you don't know about them, hundreds and hundreds of you now are hanging this on your walls around the world. They're beautiful, and if you've got a place where you like to show off your whiskey, it's probably also good to have a tool as well. So they come in the cards, they come in the posters. Go check that out in my Etsy link. Yeah, let's get back to the list. Okay, so I got some honorable mentions. Obviously, everyone needs, this is the other thing I travel with. It was like an old fortified wine box, and I've just like kept it. I put one of Roy's stickers on there. It just holds 2 glasses. Whenever I'm traveling, I can always have 2 whiskey glasses with me. That's great. And obviously a good tulip style Glencairn is essential. Can live without, these. They're reasonable enough price that you can buy like 5 of them and it's not going to break the bank. Some glasses can be like $100, but most of these I can get around $10 New Zealand. The other honorable mentions are going to be things like, this one is a hydro flask water bottle. It's always good to be hydrated, and I like the ones that are a bit bigger. So if I'm ever having whiskey, I always try and drink as much water as possible. So I always have this on me, goes in my bag, goes in the car with me. I know there's probably too many special mentions now, but this is another thing I have got more and more into. It is this. It is a Kobo. I like it better than the Kindle ones because the Amazon ones like force you to see ads, and this you can add your own PDFs to as well. Like you don't have like the Amazon ecosystem controlling what you can and can't have on this. And if you're interested in what I'm reading at the moment, it's Red Rising, which is quite cool because it's kind of like Dune meets Game of Thrones meets The Hunger Games, but also the writer's a big whiskey fan and comes up a lot. So I've been enjoying that series right now, and it just means like if I'm at an airport, it's the same idea. I don't want to be doom scrolling all the time. So on top of my phone, I carry my Kobo, my notebook. So when I'm on a plane, waiting for a plane flight, or whenever there's that sort of time where you get bored and you want to scroll on your phone, I just have this and you can read it. You just feel so much more satisfying and you don't feel as yuck. It's like the difference between lollies and a good healthy kind of Sunday roast. So I recommend it. Really like the Kobo. I don't think you need the color ones, black and white one's great. The battery lasts for ages, and I've been wanting to get more into reading more. So I'd love to hear as well, like, what books are you reading? Let me know in the comments some of your favorite books and some of your suggestions, because I need some suggestions. I'm not traditionally a good reader, and this has just really kind of jumpstart me wanting to read again, which is really good. But now let's jump to number one. Okay, now we get into the number one thing I can't live without. I'm going to do it in two parts because they're the same thing, but also slightly different. And that is my watches. So on one hand, automatic watches. Look, I don't have enough money, especially with a hobby like whiskey. I can't really afford to like be buying Rolexes and that sort of thing. But I was curious about like, what is the good value banger automatic watch? And if you don't know what an automatic watch is versus like a battery based watch, it's when you have, so this one here is like this like Chinese military one. And I just love these things. I think there's a good reason why a lot of people are into whiskey and watches. And so rather than a battery, this is powered, it's very steampunky, by a bunch of different gears. This one I've taken the strap off. I often play with the straps, but my favorite go-to is this one here, the Orient Kamasu, and it was just really good value. It has all these good specs, sapphire crystal, it's automatic, so it's powered by when you walk, you don't need to replace the batteries, and it just feels nice to have a nice like watch. I'm not that keen on like smartwatches and Apple Watches, because I don't want another device interrupting me. So it's sort of like the same philosophy as why I want a notebook, because it can't interrupt me. However, I did say I don't want a smartwatch, but I do technically have one. And it's not an Apple Watch, it's this here. This is the Chorus Pace 3. I always think with whiskey drinking, it's kind of like a yin and yang thing. If you're going to be into whiskey, you should probably have something equally as good for you as a hobby to kind of balance out. You know, you don't want to completely demolish your health. And in the last few years, I've got really into running. The thing is, I've tried to get into exercise many times. I've tried many different like gym memberships, tried running, but never really got motivated. It's sort of like, oh, I better go running for my physical and mental health. It just wasn't motivating. But having a smartwatch and using apps like Strava and stuff just kind of turned it into a video game. Like it tells you how fit you're getting, and you can look at all your stats, and then you can try different types of runs. You do your tempo run, and then you do your long run, and then you do ones where you do like short sprints and breaks to get faster. And then I ended up going to, there's this thing all around the world called the Park Run. There's probably one near you, especially for those of you in the UK. It started in the UK, where every like Saturday you can run around this thing. It's a good way to see how fast you are, and you just get to meet other people running as well. So running's good. It's like great for clearing my head, and the more you do it, the more addictive it gets. And it really started when I bought this. So I think this has been like sort of life-changing. I lost a lot of weight. You might know from my older videos. That's because of running, because of this watch. But I'm keen to hear from you. What are the 5 things you can't live without, whether it's whiskey related or not whiskey related? I'm keen to hear from you. Write the comment down below. And if you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and thanks to my patrons for making this video possible. And if you want to check out my posters or the Timely app, those links are in the description. But above all, make sure, share and enjoy beauty.